Welcome back to PPA Detailing. This week, we're working on something real special. Check it out. And here she is, a brand spanking new Aston Martin DB12. Picked up, dropped straight off, in for an enhancement detail, full front end PPF, a PPF coating, body coating, and a deep interior clean ready to go. Please come with us on the journey on getting this new car looking better than brand new.
So we got the DB12 in, and it's in for a enhancement detail, a full front end PPF, which is going to consist of bonnet, bumper, wings, pillars, and we're also going to do the skirts and the rear impact areas on the PPF. Now, I am not PPF trained, and we're using James from Tough Films Limited. Real nice chap, good as gold. So he's coming out here tomorrow to do the PPF work on this. Once the PPF has been installed, James is coming back out on Wednesday He's going to check over the PPF, make sure the bumper's down properly, not lifting, make sure everything's all set the way it can be. And then on Wednesday, we're aiming to PPF coat. So we got a ceramic coating specifically for PPF. And then we're going to be doing a ceramic coating on the rest of the body. So yeah, we got it in for a couple of days, which is going to be really nice, because when you open that shutter in the morning and you've got something as lush as this on the ramp, it just makes it all worthwhile. So let's get stuck in.
This car has full exposed carbon roof and pillars. Now you can see there's quite a lot of imperfections in this. I'm going to show you some areas in a second which are quite patchy, quite hazy, and just overall not the best. This is why we recommend doing a minimum of a single stage enhancement just to try and bring this back up. Now keep an eye on the areas that I'm sort of pointing out, because at the end of the video I go back over these areas once it's been PPF'd, and you can see a massive difference in this.
So it's Wednesday. The Aston's finally PPF'd. Well, the most of it is. So James has been with us from Tough Films Limited for the past 2 days. Real sound guy, knows what he's doing, knows what he wants, very picky with what he's doing, and that's exactly who I want in my unit. I don't want somebody to be in here just sort of, yeah, that'll do, customer will notice, yeah, sound. So much so that when we were leaving today, he was just giving the car a final check over, make sure everything was all sweet, ready to roll, make sure nothing was lifting, and we found an imperfection on this area here of the splitter. It was basically a mark in the PPF about that big. And he was like, right, cool, so what can we do? Found out it was a mark actually in the PPF, so there's nothing that I've done, nothing that he's done, it's just an imperfection with the PPF. So he's ripped it off and he's gonna come back out tomorrow to relay that section there. Unfortunately, it's pushed me back a little bit on it because I wanted to get this car coated today, but it's business, guys, it's cars, it's how it works. Unfortunately, you've got to think on your feet, you've got to get things done when it needs to get done. That being said, I also affected his working week as well, because when we were, well, say we, it's not me, it's him. He'd done the PPF on it. Do you know what I mean? I'd done a lot of prep, he'd done the PPF. To be fair, I haven't been hands-on with the PPF at all. I've just been cracking on with other work. So when he done the PPF, the front end PPF that this is having comes with the quarter part of the pillar here. Done. Now, the roof and the pillars are full exposed carbon. And we noticed that that part that was PPF was very glossy. Now that's something that I couldn't guarantee that the coating was going to match on the gloss and the wet factor that the PPF was giving it. So, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I felt like I was on a spaceship, and I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
Well, we were real happy with what was going on, and at the end of the day, you know, you got to be happy.
So I rang the customer, we had a good conversation, a good chat, and was just like, look, you know, what do you want to do? We got 3 options. We can leave it the way it is. One part looks glossy, but I can't guarantee how glossy the rest of it's going to look until it's on. When it's on, it's too late. We can take that part of the PPF off and leave the pillar unprotected from PPF, or we can just go ham and PPF the pillars and the roof itself. Went through the numbers of the customer, he went, run it, just do it. Just get the exposed carbon PPF'd, get it done. I can then put a PPF coating over the top of it, and then job should be a good one. So yeah, it's been a bit of a strange one really, because that's caused a slight issue, and then the roof then I caused him an issue. But it's how we work, it's business, you've got to think on your feet. You've got to just deal with these things when they sort of come. But it's looking fresh. Whilst he's been doing that, I've been cracking on with some bikes. So the one's a Harley Davidson Fat Bob. That's in for a multi-stage correction, a 5-year Sonax coating, ACF 50 treatment, front fairing PPF'd and pipes polished. The Tracer 09, that's in for a decon wash and ACF 50 treatment ready for winter, because that's his winter hack. Tomorrow then, we're gonna be, I got valeting in the morning, so I got a Ford Ranger in the morning, followed by a Bentley Continental. So that's nice. And then the afternoon, then this is gonna get coated. So I've moved some things around. Like I said, we work on our feet, which we have to do every now and again, but it's what's right for the car. First and first though, I need to clean this unit, man. This unit is giving me OCD. It's horrific. James has turned up, messed stuff up, and then left. So yeah, I gotta give this place a good hoover. I don't like working in a dirty environment. Things are everywhere. I don't like it. So I'm gonna get that sorted tonight, and then tomorrow we're gonna get moving on everything. But yeah, stay tuned, and we shall go from there. And there we have it. Bosh. The Aston Martin DB12 is complete. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hard week. With the issues that we had with the PPF and trying to juggle time and bits and bobs, it's been a bit challenging. But that being said, the results, man, they look so good. Yes, excuse the state of me. I'm covered in paint. That's a story for another day. Yes, the car, it looks phenomenal. Just had the owner's son pop in now. He's had a look over it and he was like, he is gonna be so hyped about this. Which is, it's always nice to hear. I was explaining to him that doing this sort of job is hard because we don't get to see the transformation. Because we deal with it and we do it, we don't actually get to see the transformation. With them, they drop off a car that's dirty, unprotected, uncoated. Just, meh. But when they collect it, the car's spanking. It looks amazing. It's had loads of work done on it. It's had hours and hours and hours spent. But because we're doing the work, we don't actually see the progress. It's only the sort of last 2, maybe 3 hours of completing the project that we actually started seeing it come together. So like peeling off the tape that we use for masking and, you know, doing a little bit of the tire shine and the small little details. You then take a step back and you think, you know what, I'm so happy with this. I'll be honest, I'll be completely straight with you. As the week's gone through, I've just been looking at it going, not seeing much difference, not seeing much improvement. What's going on here? I'm a little bit stressed. I want this to be right. But then that last sort of crucial 2 to 3 hours just made it all worth it, like, you know, and it really did. But thank you so much for joining the journey, guys, and I shall catch you on the next one. Ciao for now.
If you liked the video and want to see more, please don't be afraid to like, comment and subscribe. Honestly, it helps massively, guys. Catch you soon.